Hello, Steve White, Trickboy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, finally, a great episode of the Orville Season 3. I don't know why it took them 4 episodes to get to this point, but I was not enjoying the first few episodes, and I was thinking, why did I even like this show? This is why I like this show. It was brilliant. Everything about it worked. The action, the story, the effects, the characters, the makeup, everything was perfect. The battles, everything, the jeopardy, everything worked. I actually was totally engaged, totally invested. I want to see what happens. I want to see where they go with this story with Talea. I didn't see any of it coming. It was brilliant. It was effing brilliant. And it was directed by John Cesar, who he's done all the good episodes. So he seems to be like the leading director for the series. And it was written by Brennan and Andre Bormanis, who also wrote the horror episode a couple episodes ago, which was good. I loved it, but it was just, hashing over a lot of horror movies I've already seen. So, it was good, but it was like, yeah, okay. But this was really good. And the other thing I thought was really interesting was wow, all the right-wing people that hate Discovery love Orville. And I'm like, what is going to happen when they get political? Because this episode got political. It starts off with a Trump rally, basically. And we have Talea basically being a popularist and basically winning to everyone's shock and taking over the government. And we know what that's doing, who that's portraying. And then they have to deal with the momentary attempted coup. Well, he didn't have an insurrection because no one was behind him, but he tried. She executes the former chancellor, and she takes over. And she's supposed to I should have mentioned some members of the Orville crew and a Nancy Pelosi lookalike and another couple of politicians all go down to Krill to celebrate the not truce, what is it? They've got an alliance. And the timing is really bad. They're about to have an election, and when you think about it, it's incredibly dangerous to go to another planet like that when they're about to possibly change the leaders, who then will be who you're dealing with and will have a say in what happens to you on the planet, which is exactly what happens, of course. As soon as she takes over, they're all put in jail, and they're supposed to be executed. Now she releases Ed, and then he's kidnapped, basically, and taken to meet his daughter. I think it was Leia. And her name means gently falling rain. And she's been hidden away her whole life because, of course, Talea wouldn't have been able to ascend to power like she has if people knew that she'd had a child out of wedlock with a human. So why they didn't use this against her to stop her getting where she is, but now the whole question is, does the government, does the union use it against her now? And at the end of the episode, they leave it up to Ed to decide, and I think he decides not to, but there was a lot of depth there. There was a lot of, like I said, I did not see that coming. I thought his reaction acting was all very good, and just what are they going to do with this? I haven't seen this story in any other show. So everything about this episode worked. They once power shifts, they send up ships to try and take the Orville. The Orville leaves and comes back with a fleet, and then they have a giant Star Wars battle, which actually was tense. I actually kind of was invested in what was happening. Meanwhile, on the planet, they were rescuing the Orville people. They had basically transformed into Krill and snuck onto the planet and basically, saved them. So they had their little, obviously, I don't know, did the government sanction that? I know they gave the order on the ship before anything else had happened, so I'm guessing the Orville just did that on their own. I don't think that was sanctioned. But it was interesting. I didn't see that coming either. I didn't know. Obviously, as soon as we heard the actors talking, we knew it was the actors in disguise. the pilot and the Doctor and all that. But yeah, so I'm just really shocked. I'm shocked that this episode was as good as it was. I'm shocked that I enjoyed it as much as I did. I am thinking maybe this is why I liked the first 2 seasons, because I forgot the first couple episodes. I'm like, why did I even like this show? Now I'm like, oh, because it was this good. Okay. If they could just keep this level and be consistent, it'd be great. I don't think they will, but they're going to come back to this throughout the season. And I guess my only criticism is that the show is starting to get a bit more Disney Star Wars than Disney Star Trek, because they're not so much exploring space. It's more a political sort of war sort of story now. So that's the only criticism I do have overall. But I'm sure it'll only be a couple of recurring episodes. It won't be the whole season. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I thought it was effing brilliant.